Remy, you are up here supporting the victim. We done had 6 chrome events. 6 chrome events. Papoose was at all of them. How come he ain't at this one?
Later, it was revealed that Remy Ma had a relationship with Easy, the block captain, which almost ruined her marriage. Remy publicly defended her decisions in the face of the uproar, stating that she was happy with her younger partner. However, industry rumors indicate differently. Many people think she subconsciously resents Papoose for not doing more to keep their relationship together, especially after he declared his everlasting love for her for years. People still remember the moment. Papoose went above and beyond for her, even racing to the Bedford Hills Correctional Facility to be with her. Papoose made significant sacrifices for their marriage while Remy was in prison to make sure she never felt forgotten or abandoned. He postponed appearances, canceled performances, and put his nascent rap career on hold. Both admirers and friends acknowledged his devotion. He was the type of man who always showed up, no matter what. Unfortunately, it appears that all of that commitment wasn't given the respect it deserved.
My best friend is a dentist and my daughter's godmother. You like talking about fighting. I do. It's not even I like talking about fighting. Sometimes people be needing hands put on them. And I love boxing. It's one of my favorite sports. I just never could do it. Because it goes right back into that other category when I was telling y'all. Soon as I'm glad it cut me off. I hope y'all ain't see that. Soon as I feel like you get one hit in that I don't like.
The two were nonetheless able to exchange vows over the phone while Remy was incarcerated. Papoose made a symbolic gesture to the heart with the greatest gravity. He stated unequivocally that they would never be separated by outside forces. He never betrayed her and remained true and loyal for the duration of her sentence. However, there came a time when wild reports that Papoose had cheated on her while she was incarcerated surfaced. Even implying that he had fathered a kid with a different woman, the whispers were short-lived. Papoose confidently put an end to the rumors, effectively silencing them. He famously said, "I love the ground my wife walks on," with an asterisk. "I would never be unfaithful to her, and I wouldn't date someone who looked like this if I ever did." His forthright defense put an immediate stop to the rumors. The fact that the block commander wasn't just any old guy, however, is the most agonizing aspect of the present story. He was regarded as Papoose's buddy and partner, to subsequently learn that the guy he believed he could trust and the lady he had committed his life to were allegedly betraying him behind closed doors. No amount of loyalty could have prepared him for that kind of grief.
Come see me literally every single day. So I was chilling. I was like,
so he came up every day? Every visit?
For the first year, he came literally every single day. When you're in a max, you have a visit every day, except for it alters on the weekends, Saturday or Sunday. So literally the first year,
how far is Bedford Hills from?
It's about 45 to an hour, depending on traffic.
So he was running up there every day, like coming up there.
Yeah, to, like, I mean, it got to a point where I had to tell him, like, yo, like, I'm good. I'm all right. Like, and I guess, like, when he believed it, that was all right, and I was like, he was like, all right, cool, and then come, like, a little bit less, he'll come, like, 3 times a week, or, like, you know, but it still seemed like he was there.
When a man gives...
Being humiliated is the last thing a man expects when he does all to support his girlfriend. However, that's precisely what transpired with Papoose. Remy attempted to place the responsibility for their marriage's demise on him, rather than respecting the sacrifices he made. However, anybody who had seen the years of devotion, tolerance, and unfailing love that Papoose showered upon her realized that her statements were untrue. The story started to fall apart once it was revealed that she had a relationship with the captain of Easy the Block. Papoose didn't respond angrily even. At that point, he didn't treat her disrespectfully in public when Remy arrived with their child on his birthday, at least in public. He maintained his cool while attempting to keep their marriage intact, but Remy persisted in denying the infidelity and dismissed it, as though there were conspiracies by other parties to undermine their relationship. However, when Remy was subsequently seen cuddling up to another battle rapper, the claims became less convincing. The news is bad. Images and videos of them cuddling, showing off similar timepieces, and appearing much too close for comfort appeared unless she had unexpectedly reconnected with a long-lost brother. The public immediately believed that her fresh romantic interest was bad news. For many, it appeared to be just another in a long line of humiliations for Papoose. Regretfully, Pat had to pay this price for being the right guy for the wrong lady. He had been told from the beginning that Remy carried too much turmoil, but he chose to disregard the warning signs. She never loved him as much as he loved her. Ultimately, that reality became painfully clear. Papoose never went beyond the bounds of disrespect in spite of everything. He never made her feel uneasy, and he has never made her feel as ashamed as she did him. However, he's now at last prepared to go on with his life. Rumor has it that he is truly thrilled about a new woman who also happens to be a professional boxer for the first time in years, in contrast to his well-reported marriage to Remy. Pap is keeping this relationship as quiet as possible in the hopes that it will have a genuine opportunity to last by avoiding public scrutiny. However, murmurs have persisted despite that solitude. According to insiders, Remy is quite uneasy about Pat moving on, despite the fact that she was the one who destroyed their marriage. According to reports, she frequently discusses the prospect of getting back together with him when the controversy around her alleged relationships has subsided. However, Remy isn't naive in his heart. She is aware that there aren't many guys like Papoose, and that she probably won't find another one who would make such a sacrifice and continue to be faithful in the sort of situation he faced. Remy is juggling another significant responsibility on top of the pain. Jason Scott, her son, is in major legal difficulties. Jason was detained at the age of 23 in relation to a Queens investigation in 2021 involving a deadly shooting connected to a reward. His arrest was extensively reported by news channels, including anchors Natasha Varma and Steve Lacey, verifying that the matter was being actively pursued by detectives. Asterisk, we stand by Jason's innocence and pray that the NYPD will conduct a complete and thorough investigation to reveal the truth, Remy said in a public statement in support of her son. Without a doubt, my family and I are going through a tough moment. My legal counsel has firmly asked me, as his mother, to refrain from commenting more because the issue is still pending. Asterisk for Remy. The strain is too much. She is fighting not only the dissolution of her marriage and the harsh criticism she has received from the public for her decisions, but she is also afraid that her son could be sentenced to life in jail and seeing Papoose Enjoy joy with a new person just makes her angst worse, as if the storm weren't already strong enough. Her outbursts and fears appear out of place to outsiders. She was the one who betrayed the man who supported her when no one else would after. All, however, Remy finds the thought of Pap reconciling with another woman to be a sobering reminder of what she lost as a result. Of her own deeds, Remy has frequently boasted about her passion for boxing and her ability to battle anyone who comes in her way. However, it now feels more like a mature lady having a tantrum because things aren't going her way than it does strength. In actuality, Papoose is no longer amused by her theatrics. He has stopped providing her with the attention she demands, and it is obvious from his behavior that he no longer respects her. There is only stillness. There's no resentment and no effort to win her back. Papoose doesn't interact with their daughter at all, except for talking about her. People are even supporting him online. The message has been apparent on social media. Most people think Remy's demise was her own fault. However, Pap deserves to be at peace and content with his new partner. I still find it difficult to comprehend the treachery. Papoose sacrificed years of his own career to love her, support her, and be there for her during her jail sentence. But, believing that it would somehow elevate her, she turned around and humiliated him by pursuing a younger version of him. Rather, it merely served to confirm what many had already said. It was a waste of time to engage with a lady who never showed him genuine affection.
Like every now and then somebody needs to get the what you talking about? Not Terrence talking about they still beefing. Yes, they ain't fight yet. They gotta fight. Like people like, oh, fighting is beneath me. Da 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 da. Like, no, it's not. What are you talking about? It cancels a lot of problems. I don't care. I don't care. If you know you little, don't with people. That's bigger than you. Like, what you talking about? I don't have no sympathy for you. Oh, well, you knew you was little and you knew she was big when you was talking.
Papoose ultimately showed dedication to someone who lacked his enthusiasm, and he is now at last free to live his life as he pleases. Here's where I need your opinion, though. Do you believe Papoose will ever change his mind and return to Remy? Or has she gone beyond what is just unforgivable? Please share your thoughts in the comment section. For more updates, remember to press the like button and, of course, subscribe. I'll see you at the following one. This will be written with paragraphs. A dramatic build-up, a fluid flow, and no repetition. Much like a YouTube documentary or narration, I'll go into more detail about their past, scandals, repercussions, and responses. Two names that we believe to be unshakable are at the heart of the constant turmoil that has been roiling in the hip-hop scene: Papoose and Remy. Their romance endured some of the most trying times a partnership could encounter, and for years it was viewed as a hip-hop fairy tale. However, in recent times, the story has taken on a more disorganized, tragic, and scandalous tone. Fans are left wondering how everything fell apart so quickly in the wake of public betrayals, infidelity accusations, and the now fearsome rumor that Papoose has moved on with a younger partner. The fact that Remy has allegedly been responding, yelling, snapping, and spiraling as she watches the man who had dedicated his entire life to her finally go is even more startling. There was a true love tale before all the turmoil. After establishing their careers in the rap industry, Remy Ma and Papoose first became acquainted in the middle of the 2000s. Remy was becoming well known at the time as one of the roughest female rappers, renowned for her scathing words and Bronx-bred demeanor. In addition, Papoose was making a name for himself as a poet with street cred and freestyle skills. The authenticity of their relationship was what set it apart. Clout wasn't the foundation of their ostentatious relationship. Their connection was based on respect and commitment. After Remy was given a jail term in 2008, many people thought her relationship with Papoose would end. Most men, particularly those attempting to establish their own professions, wouldn't wait years for a woman in prison. However, Papoose wasn't like most males. In addition to being by her side, he gave her his whole attention, his devoted visits to her, which occasionally included camping outside the Bedford Hills prison to be near her, will live on in the memories of his admirers. In the realm of hip-hop, their love story became legendary, serving as an illustration of unwavering commitment in a society where loyalty is frequently lacking. It is hard to ignore the sacrifices made by Papoose. Papoose halted a large portion of his burgeoning career while Remy was imprisoned. In order to be accessible for her, he postponed appearances, canceled events, and gave up possibilities. He made the decision to invest in his marriage at a time when he might have been pursuing wealth and celebrity. He became the foundation of their relationship, providing her with emotional support as well as ensuring that she continued to be important in society. He kept people interested, assisted in maintaining her image, and never stopped reminding everyone that Remy Ma was returning stronger than ever. His devotion went beyond simple affection. It was about cooperation, planning, and creating a shared future. Papoose loved Remy more than he loved his own career, according to many who knew him well. He famously declared, "I worship the ground my wife walks on," demonstrating how much he loved her. For years, he never betrayed her, never strayed, and never gave her any cause to question his commitment. But there are always difficulties in a love tale. There were rumors circulating even. When Remy was in jail regarding Papoose's sincerity, rumor had it that he had cheated on her, even fathered a kid with a different lady. Papoose quickly ended the narrative rather than allowing it to go out of control. He demonstrated his unwavering allegiance by clapping back at the rumors with such directness that it silenced the naysayers. In the meanwhile, Remy would sometimes say things that implied she didn't believe other forces were attempting to separate them. However, it appeared that their relationship was stronger than ever when she was eventually freed in 2014, after surviving years apart. It was time for them to lead the lives they had always imagined. The rumor that Remy was associated with battle rapper Easy the Block Captain marked a sea change. Fans first dismissed it as normal online. Rumors? Remy had always been surrounded by entertainers and rappers. After all, it seemed inevitable yet. As the rumors spread, indisputable images and videos soon started to appear. Easy was not a haphazard artist. Papoose had provided a recommendation for him. He was expected to be an ally, friend, or even a member of their social circle. The betrayal hurt considerably more because of that. It was heartbreaking for Papoose to hear rumors that his wife and one of his associates were supposedly engaged behind his back. Naturally, Remy first refuted the accusations. She dismissed everything as falsehoods, saying that others were attempting to ruin her marriage. But the more she rejected, the more proof seemed to come to light. When fans saw her at events appearing comfortable and laid back, they began to believe that the rumors were true. When Remy showed up at Papoose's birthday party and stood by him as if nothing was amiss, the issue reached its zenith. Papoose maintained his cool in the face of the humiliation. Even though there were already internet rumors that she was cheating, he didn't make a scene or treat her disrespectfully in public. Rather, he made an effort to keep the family together, at least for the cameras. Insiders, however, claimed that the tension behind closed doors was intolerable. Papoose had sacrificed everything for this marriage, including his time, profession, and reputation, just to have it betrayed in return. Nevertheless, he managed the matter tactfully and never brought up her name in public, just when fans thought the situation couldn't get much worse. Remy was caught with yet another battle rapper. This was terrible news, as the internet was ablaze with memes and criticism. Videos of them cuddling and even showing off similar timepieces went viral, regardless of its innocence. The optics were poor, and fans felt Remy had moved on right away. Remy and Easy soon gave way to Remy in Bad News, which portrayed her as someone who was unable to maintain loyalty in spite of having one of hip-hop's most dedicated spouses. Papoose appeared to be the ultimate victim of treachery, and it was a PR disaster. Papoose's devotion to Remy characterized him for years. However, it appears that he has now made the decision to proceed. There were rumors that he was dating someone new, a younger woman who also happened to be a boxer, rather than just anybody, according to reports. Papoose is keeping this new connection quiet and is careful not to show it off on social media. he is aware of the damaging effects of public attention. For the first time in a long time, according to insiders, he is truly pleased. And this new romance has given him a new perspective on life. It's bittersweet for fans. On the one hand, they are pleased to see Papoose receiving the attention and affection he so well deserves. However, it's depressing to see a relationship that in hip-hop previously represented loyalty fall apart. And this is the point at which things drastically change. Remy has not been responding well to the news of Papoose's new girlfriend, according to those close to the relationship. According to reports, she has been yelling, and lashing out as though she finds it hard to accept that he is actually all right.